Hello, hola, hi. I hope you have an amazing time, whatever you're watching on the day or during the night. Before starting the video, I want to say thank you for 20 subscribers already. Yay! I was actually pretty surprised of the number going pretty up. I know it's not like big numbers, but it's honest work. I was very surprised by my second video, which, like, for the first 2 days, the video barely got like 5 views, but then suddenly it exploded. Still in small numbers, but it got more views than my first ASMR video. So, as you can see, this is a slightly different video. I got my phone camera on from the top to the down. This is part of my desktop, and I made it clear, or more like I made it clean for this video, because we're getting clicky sounds in this video, but with what? So I got some controllers with me. So video game controllers. So as part of this video, I will move my microphone to here, and I will start to enjoy the sounds of some of my video game controllers I have with me. Well, let's start once with this one. This is my Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I really like this controller. I got it since 2018, and it has been a very reliable controller. Unlike the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, these didn't drift at the first 3 months of use. It already got a slightly sticky drift on this joystick, but this one hasn't yet. Even though this controller is about to turn 7 years old with me. I find the click sounds of this controller slightly mushy. It's not as clicky as my other controllers. But I think I can still deliver some sounds, some clicky, clickety click, clicky, click, click, click sounds. Actually, I really like to use this on my PC on some games. It really feels pretty nice. But since now I have more controllers, I don't really use this controller anymore for now. Perhaps when I get the Nintendo Switch 2 console eventually in the future. Even though the games are, well, one of the games is $80. It's the new Mario Kart World. Yeah, that game is very expensive, and Nintendo has got in a mess in fire these days because of the very high price. I do not find the $449 a bad price, actually, considering the inflation and all of this stuff. Thankfully, the tariffs did not affect the Switch 2 main price as well as the end. do not think I will get this console, the Switch 2, on day one. I will just give it a time, let it cook, let it develop as a console. With my original Switch, I also got it like a year after the launch of the console. But if you have a Switch and you continuously play on it, what is your favorite game? My favorite Switch game. Well, it's very hard to choose. I think my vanilla answer will be a Zelda game. The 3D ones. I'm not into Zelda, to be honest, but the two 3D open world games on Switch, this being Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, have been some of my favorite Switch games. Although both are very similar, they take place in the same world. I really enjoy the use of tricks like the wind bomb on Breath of the Wild and creating mechas and machines in Tears of the Kingdom. I really like the exploration aspects in Tears of the Kingdom. It's been way better than Breath of the Wild in my opinion, but I'm sure a lot of people will not agree with that, but it's alright. But outside from Zelda, I've been replaying Mario Odyssey. That game actually slaps. Like, it's very, very nice. Especially with a lot of moves and a lot of post-game content. Alright, with 8 minutes into this controller, that's a lot of time. It's time to switch to the next controller. Now, this controller, I barely used it. Like, never actually used it for my experience. So this is a third-party PlayStation 4 controller. It also works on PC as well. If I connect it with a wire, because I've been trying to enable this via Bluetooth, but it doesn't work. So this is the Bolt Edge ZX50 controller. I found the sound of the buttons slightly more clicky and less mushy than my Switch Pro controller. The triggers feel nice though. For my whole life, I'm being very into Nintendo, and I never been like into the PlayStation, to be honest. Since I was 5 years old, I began like my Nintendo journey with the Nintendo DS, with New Super Mario Bros. For DS, the first ever in the series, and I think it's the best in the series from the New Super Mario Bros. But anyways, my boss from my internship actually gave me this controller because, well, he never used it, so he was like, "Oh, I see you're like a gamer. I guess you will have better uses for really use this controller. But as I already said, they do have very nice triggers. But it still feels kind of cheap in comparison to the other controllers I have. Oh, these are some customizable buttons. And there's a switch. It's kind of tough to use the switch. And there is, well, I don't know what button is it? But here, it looks nice. Oh, and I forgot about the trackpad or whatever this is. I don't know if this is like the touchpad for any play PS4, PS5 controller. But pretty sure this is more like for some games that uses like touch controls. If you can remind me in the comments, I will be very thankful for. If you want, I will release the same video, but with no talking. And recently, like, well, not really, since I being on more on my laptop, PC or whatever, I actually been more into other games. I do like very open games, games that give me freedom. Well, for example, Journey from Ducky Company, which are the same creators from all game I'm very into, which is Sky, Geography Lights. But we're not talking about Sky right now, because in the next video, Journey is an amazing game. I do love the game, like, not enough. It's never enough to love Journey. It's a very small game. I think I can beat the game like in around 2 to 3 hours. But the music, the visuals, and the building, the world building, it's all perfection. I think that's where TGC has peaked when it comes to making games. Still, Sky is pretty amazing too. I've been playing the game for over 4 years. It's more like a relaxing game. Sometimes it feels like chat with with strangers. But do be careful with who you find online. But I have made some friends on the game. They're very sweet. I will still ramble about my gaming experience. It's not that big of game. Alright, let's continue with the next one. Oh, this one is bangers. in my continuation of my third-party controllers. Well, this is the GameShare Cyclo Pro or D4 Cyclo Pro. I think it's just called the GameShare Cyclo. This is my favorite game controller I have right now. It feels super premium. cheaper than my Switch Pro controller. But look at those triggers. They go very, very deep. It is very satisfying. But also, the buttons. Listen to these buttons. They sound like mouse. They are very clicky. This is like the clickiest button sounds I ever heard from a game controller. Now I've been into games like say their controllers, their mobile controllers, but actually never got one until like 2023, like late 2023. This is a newer controller. Like not that long ago, the second generation of this controller came out, but the controllers are not like phones. You don't really need to upgrade this in a very long time. So this works. I've been used this controller on many platforms. I mainly use it on my iPad to play Sky and other games, but I also really use it for play PC games. I also can use this on my Switch, on my Nintendo Switch. I can show you. Well, not like a showcase, but the green light is for Nintendo. It's for PC. If you have the USB receptor. If we go to this button and this button, we get the red one, and the red one is to synchronize the controller with your Nintendo Switch. If we go to this one, if you can see in the camera, it's kind of blue. It's much more blue on real life, but this is kind of white for the camera. This is to play with iOS devices. It's pretty nice to play some Apple Arcade games on my iPad. And finally, I don't know if you can notice, it's completely white, but the actual color is yellow, which is this button and this button. It syncs with Android phone devices. I don't know why it flickers when I click this. Oh right, I got the turbo. Sorry for the cut, but the AC turned on and it's very, very noisy. But still, this is one of my favorite controllers, as I think I already stated. It got some rails to attach an accessory to play with the phone, and the sync button and the turbo button. I highly recommend getting this controller if you like to play with a controller. I got this on the official Gamer store, but you could also get it on AliExpress. Speaking of AliExpress, no, it's not sponsored, but the next controller, this one. Let me place the only one, this one. This is the Gameser Cycle. No, it's not the Cyclone. This is just the Gameser T4 Pro multi-platform controller. I got this on AliExpress. I actually got 2 of those controllers because they were on a very high discount, and the two controllers actually were cheaper than the Cyclone controller, but still for the price, this is a very nice controller. I got 2 controllers, mainly 2 of those, because I want this to be the controllers my cousins can use when we get home and play some games on the Switch. Because just like the Cyclone, this thing has the same synchronization options as the Cyclone, which is on PC if you have the receptor. So Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. Actually, it was a better deal, even a bigger deal. Also, these buttons, these are the M1 and M2 controllers. Well, M2 buttons are smaller. They still got slightly deep, but not as much as the Cyclone. Sometimes I feel sometimes that it's too big for my hand. Like it barely almost fits in my palm of the hand. Oh, the joysticks are very clicky, and unlike the Cyclone, this gets mushy buttons, which if I get to choose between mushy and clicky buttons, I will actually go to clicky buttons. Like just feel the difference. This is T4 Pro, and the Cyclone. It's just a very big difference. But I still do like very much this controller. I actually do have one more controller. This is like a bonus one. I don't know if I can place it or not. Alright. The Joy-Cons that came with my Switch console. These are from the first generation. Oh, I like that sleepy, like that sliding sound. So wait, that's the original Joy-Con grip. And well, as you can see, there's not the cushions or the cover for the joysticks from these Joy-Cons. Now they are like in this state because I had a lot of beef with these Joy-Cons. The content is pretty nice, but these are some of the worst controllers I ever used. Like, I am not exaggerating. Still, they are very clicky. But when I got my console, I played like for around like 3 months, and the Joy-Cons already got drift. it still is a very nice concept. I hope the Joy-Cons do fix the stick drift. Despite they already confirmed they will not have Hall effect joysticks. If you don't know what these are, me neither. So from what I understand, the Hall effect works on magnets and gives a substantial life to the joystick. Yeah, this is a very solid moment. So this is why, like, after 3 months with just using these controllers, I got myself 2 Switch Pro controllers. The other Switch Pro controller got worse drift, and one of my cousins got a pair of, I think, the Skyward Sword HD edition of the Joy-Cons, and they work flawlessly. He's very lucky to not have drift. Anyway, let's put this back to the grip. Oh, it glitched again, god dang it. Click. And click. Oh yeah. Yeah. It looks like a puppy's head. It's so cute. Anyway, let's put this aside and let's put an end to this video. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed some clickety click sounds. And again, thank you for 20 subscribers, and also the kind comment and also the nice comments on my videos too. Well, perhaps in another video I will finally not overcomplicate myself and show my face. But I think people sometimes prefer not seeing the person who does the yes of the video, just seeing the triggers, which is the thing that matters the most.